Hey everybody, hope you're having a great summer still. I have been having just an awesome summer here in Sioux Falls. A couple days ago, my buddy Ben Leatherberry and I went to the new Spider-Man flick at the movies. Go see it, it's great. Love the Spider-Man. I'm actually even thinking of changing my identity this year on campus. I don't know, how's this look? Go Web Go! Beat the bad guys. Yeah, so that's, I don't know, I got Spider-Man fever right now. I'm just loving it. It was just a great movie. Other summer news, my wife is still pregnant with twin girls. The doctors tell us they can come at any day, so we're kind of sitting on pins and needles just waiting for them to come. And we decided what we're going to name them. We're going to name the first one, the oldest one will be Reese, and the second one out of the chute. Allison would love it if she knew I called it a chute. Second one out of the chute will be Kinley. So Reese and Kinley Hoffman. We're just waiting for them to come. So, like I said, blessings to you guys this summer. Hope it's been a good one. The reason I want to make a quick video for you guys is in a couple days I'm going to be emailing you and asking you to RSVP for Gear Up. We're about a month away. But before we do that, think about this with me. Have you been outside at all this summer and your neighbor's been grilling? I mean, you know what happens, right? You start smelling the steaks and the brats and the burgers, and you just start to salivate, and you're just like drawn to their house, and you suddenly show up and knock and go, hey, you got free food for me? Right, because you're just drawn in. Well, I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to fan the Gear Up barbecue flames your way, so you can kind of catch the scent a little bit and start to be drawn to Gear Up. So let me read you a quick verse out of Mark chapter 6. Mark 6 verse 31 says this. The context is Jesus and his disciples have just been doing a ton of ministry, and it says, then because so many people were coming to them that they didn't even have a chance to eat, so no barbecue for Jesus and the boys, Jesus said to them, come with me by yourselves to a quiet place and get some rest. And so they went away by themselves in a boat to a solitary place. That passage is Jesus and the disciples gear up. See, they got away to be alone with God for a time because they needed it. And so I got to wonder, if Jesus and the disciples needed to get away to be with God, how much more so do we? So here we go, Gear Up. Fun things to get excited about that we're doing this year. We got home cooking happening again. Some of you have been eating ramen all summer. Get away from that. Home cooking. We've got canoeing. We've got dock jumping into the lake. Do you remember last year when, like, I don't know, it was like 30 of us guys were just chilling out in the lake, throwing the football, hanging out. It was so fun. A road trip. You know how you like get into a car sometime in a road trip and you hop in a car with total strangers, and by the time you get there you're like, oh, these guys are like my best friends ever, and you're all sweaty and gross because the air conditioning doesn't work in your 1985 jalopy that you're driving. Road trip with buddies. Don't go by yourself. We've also upped the free time at Gear Up this year because you guys requested it, and so we want to provide more free time to just hang out with your buddies. And then something we're working on, I can't guarantee it, but we're trying to get some speedboats out there and some tubes to pull you guys around the lake and just let you beat the crap out of each other on the back of tubes on the lake, because we thought that may be kind of fun. So there's some of the fun things that we're going to be doing at Gear Up. But what's the meat going to be? Like, what's the real meat and potatoes of Gear Up? Well, 4x4s are back again. Some of you know that when you show up, you instantly get put together with 3 other people that we call the 4 of you together a 4x4. It's a group of people that you kind of go from thing to thing at Gear Up, doing it all together. So you walk away, hopefully, with 3 brand new best friends that are in your 4x4. So those are back again. We're going to be doing 3 main training components that we're calling the Gospel for Leaders, the Vision for Leaders, and the Power for Leaders. See, all of you guys are leaders. But some of you guys go, I'm inadequate. I don't know if I'm up to doing what God's asking me to do this year. It's okay. We're going to show you where the power for ministry comes from. What's else on my list here? You're going to create your own campus plan with the people from your campus. So you're going to have more ownership in what God is doing on your campus. So your role is going to be to come to Gear Up and sit and listen to the Lord about His plans and then put them together on a sheet of paper so you and your campus team can go after it together. You're also going to find out what your exact leadership role is at Gear Up and then get training in that role so you can be really successful this year. Now, worship leaders, let me just speak to you for 36 seconds because you're not going to want to miss Gear Up, and here's why. Some of you guys have been to TCX, a gathering of 1,500 college students for 3 days. Huge worship band, right? Impressive worship band. Well, the guy who leads and trains and helps with the TCX worship band for 2 years, his name is Chris. is actually going to come and train you guys to lead worship this year. So our worship band are going to be TCX trained this year, which we're super pumped about. So we're bringing him in. Some of you guys are juniors and seniors, and you go like, gosh, I've been to Gear Up before. Well, I wanted to let you know what's new for Gear Up 2012. So here's brand new stuff we've never done before that I thought you guys might want to know about. We're going to do a men's and women's time. We've never done that at Gear Up before. So some of you guys know men's and women's times are usually the highlight of everything we do. It's going to be a blast, just getting all the guys together and getting all the girls together. So we'll do that. What else here? You're going to learn how to disciple others. Some of you have a passion to really pour your life into others on your campus, but maybe you don't know how to do it. We're going to teach you how to disciple this year. You're going to get training on a brand new outreach tool called Backstory. So imagine being able to share with your friends the entire story of God from Genesis to Revelation in a short conversation that's easy for them to understand. That's what Backstory is, and we're going to train you how to use that tool. And lastly, new for Gear Up 2012, you're going to hear about a new Cru Global Missions opportunity. Ooh, I know I've got you intrigued. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but I will give you a hint. It has to do with South America. That's all I'm going to tell you. Okay, so why on earth would you want to come to Gear Up? Man, it sets you up for an entire semester of walking with Christ, deep relationships, and ministry. You don't want to miss out on an entire semester of training for ministry. It's worth the sacrifice to be there. Now, I got to tell you, too, just from my end, as I've prayed this summer, I've sensed God blowing some fresh winds into our lives and into our campuses. Now, of course, He doesn't need any of us to accomplish His plans. He's moving with or without you and me. But we are the ones that miss out if we don't go and join Him on what He is doing. And that happens at great cost for all eternity to us. So you need to get out of the bleachers and get on to the playing field. Let me wrap up with barriers. See, I know some of you might have barriers that would keep you from coming to Gear Up. Maybe you don't want to come because you think, well, I don't really know anybody. It's kind of like coming to a party without a date. I get it. And that's true for like the first 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, you're going to start meeting people and get around these people and go, these are people I want to hang out with. And so you'll make friends. That's one of the huge purposes of Gear Up. So know that there's a lot of people coming there that won't know other people, and you'll be able to make friends. Some of you might have work, no problem. Start asking now for time off from your bosses. If you let them know it's a good cause that you need the 3 days off for, the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, they're usually willing to give you that time off. Some of you might have something else going on. I totally get that. You can't come to every Cru thing. But let me just encourage you, Gear Up we only do one time a year. Is there any way that you can do that something else on another day or another weekend or something? So try and get out of those something else's so you can make it to Gear Up. Another barrier might be money. You might go, I can't pay the $10 it costs to come to Gear Up, or I need gas money, or I need help finding a ride or transportation. Whatever the barrier is, we're going to help you with that. We have money set aside to help you already, and we can help you find a ride. There's 170 students that are being invited as leaders to Gear Up this year. There's got to be someone coming from where you are. We'll help you find a ride. So there's a lot of info. Let me bottom line it for you. 2 words. Encounter God. That's why you want to be at Gear Up, to encounter God. Christ is moving. He wants to meet with you. He wants you, and He wants to encounter you at Gear Up. So come join us. RSVP to my email in the next few days. Love you guys, and I hope I wafted the smell of the barbecue so to start to drive to Gear Up. So love you guys. Hope you're having a great summer. Bye-bye.